Well, hello there, friends, family, and partners in ministry, and welcome to my first attempt at a video update. First, I want to apologize that I have not done well at regularly sending out updates. I'm sorry for that, especially this year when there's so much to tell you, so much going on, and probably so many questions that you have. I'm sorry that I haven't been communicating with you very well. So, hoping to do that better, and been trying to figure out maybe a different avenue, different platform for me to do that, and that will help me do that more consistently. So, trying this month, and we'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think, if you like this video way of doing it, or if you prefer me typing it up to you, or if you have any other ideas. But let's go ahead and jump in. Thanks for tuning in, and I want to give you just an update and get on a general picture of how things are going and what things have looked like this semester. And so I think overall things are going really well. It's been a challenge, of course, doing ministry in the middle of a pandemic, but I think we've seen God be very, very faithful and still been blessing and working through our ministry despite it. You may remember me sharing that back in August, we decided to not do our weekly large group worship services, and instead to do things, to focus on doing everything through our life groups and our discipleship groups. And so that's what we've been doing since August, and really, even though it's not been ideal, it's really gone well. I think a lot of good stuff has come from that. It's kind of forced us to obviously invest more in our life groups, and so I think the students have seen what can really happen through those and what those communities can really be like. And so there's definitely been some growth that we want to continue building on as we go forward. So that's where we've been. The worship team has been making videos for that the life groups have been worshiping together with during their time, and then our guest speakers have been providing teaching videos for them to watch and discuss. That has gone well also. But now, after spring break, actually starting last week, the week right before spring break, we are back at the church every Tuesday night. We're bringing back our weekly large group worship services here at the church. We are so excited for that. I think the timing even is really cool, because it was the week before spring break last year when we had to cancel our first challenge because of coronavirus, and then that now is the week that we are coming back, that we have come back this year. So awesome to see God's timing in that. Yeah, but I would appreciate your prayers in that as well. Pray that those will be an effective time, and that the students will come and hear God's truth and be impacted by Him. But also, please be praying for safety and health as we bring the students together. Pray that we're able to do that well and safely and smartly. So appreciate your prayers on that. As far as our leaders, they've been doing a really great job. We are trying to kind of coach them through not being too inward focused right now, and being kind of turning our focus back outward, which has been difficult, but I think we're able to do that a little bit more. So we want to really coach them on how to do that. So be praying for that as well. A couple events, a couple things that have happened over the last few months, over the semester so far. We were able to do our BLT training at the beginning of the semester. Had to look a little different, was challenging to plan, but went really well and gave us a good start. And we have about a little under 50 students on our leadership team, and about 18 or 19 of those are new. So we're excited for those students. In the middle of that weekend, though, I did hear, in the middle of our BLT training weekend, I heard that one of the students that I meet with had just tested positive for COVID, and I had just had lunch with him a couple days before that. So I got to start the semester in quarantine, which is a little bit frustrating, honestly. But saw God's faithfulness through that. I did not get sick, and that student pulled through just fine. I think I was able to learn some things as well about how to do ministry in this time in a healthy way. So God was faithful. A really cool thing that we got to do was we got to lead worship for a conference here in town that the Catholic campus ministry was putting on. They usually go out of town to that. It's a big national conference, but instead this year they were hosting a satellite location for that, and they wanted a worship team. They had heard us out on the quad last year, and so they reached out to me and asked if the challenge worship team would lead worship for them. So we got to do that. It was really cool, a great learning experience for me and the team for sure, but also a chance to really be a blessing to them. They were very grateful for it. And cool to get to build relationship with other ministers here at Fort Hays also. So that was a really cool thing that we were grateful for. And then just a couple weeks ago, a few of our students took some great initiative and organized a big service day for our group. And so we had 3 crews lined up. One of them wasn't able to do what they had planned because it got rained out. But we had a crew over at Breathe Coffee House helping them with some deep cleaning and some renovations there. And then we had a crew at the Ark thrift store helping sort through all of their bags of stuff in the back room and helping them try to make a dent in all the stuff that they have to sort through. So I got to help there at the thrift store with those students, and it was really cool. They had a great heart for serving and really excited to be a blessing, and great initiative on their part as well. So that was really awesome. Coming up after spring break, we've got our med training. That's something we do every year, missions, evangelism, discipleship, med training. So I hope to really equip and encourage students in those areas, so you can be praying for that, April 16th and 17th. So a lot of prep to do for that, but usually always a really good time. So that's coming up in just a couple weeks. At the end of April, on April 27th, which is our second to last challenge of the semester, I'll get to give the message, planning to talk about faith and what it means to choose that in any circumstance, and planning to invite a few of the seniors to help me give that message. So I'm excited to get to speak. Appreciate your prayers for me as I prepare for that. At the beginning of May, staff gets the chance to go to Nashville again for that conference that they do every 3 years, the Collegiate Summit Conference. So we get to go and spend 3 days at the conference and then spend a day having some fun in Nashville. So we're really excited to get to do that, and I'm hoping that'll be a really refreshing and inspiring time for me at the conference. Hope to learn a few things. And then lastly, I'm gearing up to lead worship for kids camp at the beginning of June. So May 31st through June 4th is kids camp, and so they've asked me again to lead worship for that. They've asked me 3 times. This is the third time they've asked, but it'll actually only be the first time that I've done it. I haven't actually gotten to do it yet because of flooding the first year and then coronavirus last year. So hope that I get to do it. I'm really excited. So I'm working on getting things ready for that. Yeah, and then as far as my family's doing great. August is a year and a half old. He's walking and running all over the place and talking, babbling a lot, and saying several words now. He's a lot of fun, really sweet, really happy and healthy, and so we're really enjoying him in this season of his life. Tess is doing well also. Things have been good at the school. They've been able to just keep trucking through this time. And she's still doing working on her master's degree, and she's getting ready to do a practicum this summer. She's getting to work with the International Student Services office at Fort Hays. So it'll be a really cool opportunity, something close to her heart, something that she's interested in. Could also be a cool ministry connection as well, for helping us connect with some international students. So she's excited for that. It's coming along well. She'll be working on that over the summer. So yeah, so overall, guys, things are going well here. Definitely our share of challenges, but not as much as we could have. And God has been very faithful, and has been blessing and guiding and doing the work. So thank you so much for your partnership in this and in your support. Thank you for all the ways that you give and pray and encourage and love on me and my family and our ministry here. Thank you so much for that. We are grateful for your prayers, so please do keep praying. I might include some prayer requests in the description here or on my blog or something, so that you know how to do that. But grateful for you. Hope that you and your loved ones are doing well also. And we'll talk to you again soon. Okay, bye.